Alright, I'm going to show you progress on these boards I've got going on. I'm just about to set the two 10-footers there. And hopefully I get that 16-footer on, and that'll be good today, and then it's just, this will be easy. So they're starting on the gable end wall. Yep. So they're working on that wall. And I've got a little bit more, hopefully get this all done today. Alright, it's the end of another day. With the help of two friends, there's a lot getting done on the house. So I managed to get all of these boards on, and there's going to be some tie down straps still placed on them because the applied roof overhang is going to hang on them, and I want them to stay. I want them to have some actual structure tied back into the structure, so they, they don't bend outwards. Probably overkill. When the sheathing goes on, it'll all tie it together, and they got that last wall framed up, and it's nearly ready to go up. We'll put that up tomorrow. So after that, we're going to do some interior walls, and tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure how much we'll get done because it's Friday. But we ordered 14-inch screws so in this, let's turn it this way here so you can see. So in this cavity that I'm sitting in, there's going to be 10 inches of rock wool insulation, which will give us an R40. Building inspector says only R30s is all that's required. But a friend of mine said I would spend as much on insulation as the budget will allow, because you'll be thankful in the long run. So this stuff was really expensive, and so we're going to end up with an R40. That's just the way it's going to be, which is more than was required. So anyway, there's going to be 10 inches of insulation in this cavity that I'm sitting in, and then there'll be 1-inch batten boards go over that, and they will get screwed down through 14-inch screws, get screwed down through the insulation and into the framing in the actual roof. And then before we actually put the insulation in, we're going to put in on all of the overhangs, screw those to the boards that I just installed, put the insulation in, put in the batten strips, and then we can put plywood zip system decking right over all of it, and that's it. That's the final layer. There's a lot of layers in this roof. That's the final layer. Thank goodness. And then at that point we can call the mason, because we'll be ready for a chimney, and that'll be huge. And then we can concentrate on all of this roof system over here, which I don't think is going to be that bad after tackling this thing. So anyways, that's it for today. I'm going to go take a break and maybe do some cleanup, because the place is looking like a dump. Anyways, I hope I caught some good footage today. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Well, a bunch of stuff got done yesterday, and I didn't film anything. I filmed the wall going up last night, yesterday morning, but the guys got the two main interior partitions done for the hall. So we're just about ready to put on the 2x6 overlays and form the ceiling and the floor to the attic space. So lots of stuff going on in here. We're debating on getting rid of the this is the linen closet. We're debating getting rid of this, which will make the pantry considerably bigger, and trying to put the linen closet in the bathroom, which I'm standing in the bathroom right now. So today one of our things we're going to do is actually lay out the bathroom now that we got some walls up and Kristen can visualize it a little bit better. And I'm going to be finishing up a bunch of odds and ends because it's Saturday and I don't have all these people running around trying to keep getting stuff done. It's a little quieter and a little more under control. So there you have it. That's what's going to happen. A bunch of odds and ends today. Well, I'll give you a little shot of what I did this morning. I excuse me, I put this ridge up, and we need something for the batten strips to land on over the top of the insulation. So that's why this is in place here. It's level, perfectly level, and it's in the center of the building. And then I started working on these pieces here, which are going to hold the overhang. And got them all on. They're great. They're all attached. And then I realized they're wrong. Yeah, I forgot to take into account the 2 inches of foam insulation that's going to go on the outside of the building. So they're really 2 inches too short, but they're nailed on really well, and I had to just walk away from it. Excuse me, because I was really frustrated. They went on, they look great, they're all lined up, they're on their marks, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? One of the options is to take the Sawzall and cut them all off, pound them all off, but they're really nailed on well, and that might just destroy some of this 2x10 here. So what I decided to do, I had to just walk away because I was so frustrated. So what I decided I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to add another 1-inch board out here. It will extend this out, and I'll nail it off, and that's what will actually nail the outside board onto. Excuse me. It went from going really smoothly to a setback, and I also cut all the pieces for that side, and they're also 2 inches too short. So I'm gonna throw all those in the burn pile and start again. Anyways, kind of a frustrating morning. You can see yesterday, Saturday morning, Newt and I got all the 2x6s in. Almost all of them. Didn't do the pantry yet. And tomorrow morning I got to go pick up plywood, and we're gonna plywood that whole thing, and that'll give us a nice working surface. It'll be the attic floor, and so it's gonna add a lot of structure to that section of the house. And then after this week, Dave and Newt are gonna build the gable end with all the overhangs and everything on it, and we'll use their wall jacks and we'll get that up. So that'll go up this week, hopefully, and then it's just rafters in here, and then we'll finally get, yeah, we're getting going, I guess. We have 14-inch screws ordered, and I can't start putting insulation in here and completing this until we get those screws in our hand. So today I'm going to continue to work on the overhangs, because those need to get done before the insulation goes in. So there you have it. I'm going to start working, fixing my mistakes. All right. It's a beautiful day, kind of cool, but I guess I can't complain. So stay tuned. I'll show you hopefully where I fixed all my mistakes, and I'll get this side installed. And there we go. See you later. All right, you can see what I did. I'll get the camera set up here. I couldn't bring myself to throw out these pieces I'd already made, these pieces. So I just added on boards. We got lots of 1-inch boards. So I just added on pieces. So now we'll end up with about 11-inch overhang when I think when it's all said and done. Let's see. So it's gonna be 13 inches, then 2 inches of foam. It'll be about 11 inches, somewhere around there. And so next step is I'm gonna put on it's not the actual fascia, it's just the ones that it's the backer for the finished fascia boards to go on. I'm gonna put those on and I'm gonna run them long. I'll probably have to do 2. I don't think I have anything that long. Run them long and then figure out, set up the staging and figure out the tails. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to turn the camera off for a bit. There you go. Oh, one thing I forgot to say is this 2x12 here really gives kind of a false sense of security. I mean, you can stand right near the edge. It is secured to the roof and to a lot of other things, but there's not a lot there. Not until the sheathing gets over on here and gets tied into this will that really be strong. So a little false sense of security, but it makes me feel good, like I can't roll off the roof. All right, there it is. There's the, hold on. There's that part of the overhang. You can see I don't know, I probably already filmed this, I can't remember. Instead of throwing these away, I kept them and I added 1-inch extensions on all of them. I think it's gonna work out okay. And then I put on these metal straps to help tie it back into the building. I got a couple more to put in, but I've got some adjusting to do. Basically that's that part. All right, I'll film some from outside. You can get a view of what it looks like out there. All right, this is what that looks like. This is all like the sub fascia. It all gets wrapped with other material. But finally the building has some overhangs. It's looked really weird from up till now. Of course, those are all left run long. I'll cut those off when I get the returns all tied into them. But I think it looks all right. It looks more like a normal house. I still think we might put some kind of a small roof down over the cellar windows and doorway, just to help break up that whole giant wall. So I'm gonna get the staging set up back up in this corner, and then figure out how to go about making that part of the roof. So that's my goal today, was to get that up and the staging and just a pattern for that, for the drip edge. Whoa. So getting close to what I wanted to accomplish. Awesome. This morning I am working on making these things, 76 of these things. These are the applied rafter tails. I'll show you outside what they look like. As you can see up there, I did a mock-up yesterday with 1-inch boards, and so we're doing an applied rafter tails, and you might wonder why do that? Why not just run the rafters long and cut them off, snap a line and cut them off straight? Well, it is impossible to make that an airtight seal around the house. You just can't do it. So what we're doing is we're wrapping the house in this zip system and putting on the rafters and then applying these rafter tails after the fact. That will give me the best chance of an air seal around the roof, around the house up there. Now down here, where there's a conventional rafter system, we are going to do the same thing. They're going to rafters are going to be cut 1.5 inches short of the double top plate, and there'll be a 2x running across there, and then the zip system will go up on the top of the rafters and over the roof, and then we'll continue this applied rafter tails all the way across. So I've never done this way, but I've spent sleepless nights thinking about how to get doing it the conventional way and getting an airtight seal, and it's not possible. I mean, there are just a million joints and everything's going to move and shrink and swell, and you can't caulk it. You can't buy enough caulking to make it airtight. So this is my attempt at trying to solve that problem. So that being said, there are 76 of these rafter tails to make, and I spent this morning cutting up 2x8s into all of these parts here, and so those are what I'm making down there. So it's pretty boring, but I'll show you how I end up going about it. There are 76 of them. All right, I'm going to, I got to go upstairs on the staging and snap a line and add a temporary ledger so that I can just do a layout, 16 on center, and then plop these right down on top of the ledger and nail them in, and they'll end up being nice and straight. So that's the next step.